diagnosed with cancer?
Okay. My aunt was diagnosed with cancer about 6 months ago, and they said it's really bad. It's a tumor and it's growing, so they put her on chemotherapy immediately. And last week she went in for her test, and she said if the test results come back poor this time again, I'm giving up. It's stunned the family. We didn't know how to handle it. You know, some of us are still shocked. But it reminded me of the quote right here. I'm not afraid to die. I just don't want to be there when it happens. So today I want to talk to you about how fear of death in all of us is always in our heads. How we can kind of just keep it off our minds. And lastly, when we go, we'll be ready. Now, I want to talk to you about, of course, the fear of death. Nobody knows when we're going to die. You know, whether we'll be drunk in Vegas at the Stratosphere, bungee jumping and gone, car accident, anything can happen at any time. So how do we keep our minds off of that? We go out, we hang out with our friends, we stay around our family, we go to school, we learn as much as we can, we eat foods that we're not supposed to, but they're good. We just have to always keep ourselves going, not worry about when we're going to leave. And that's just what always stops people. Well, what if this happens? What if? What? It's always a what if. Well, what if you kept going? You know, what if you don't die? I don't know. Science is getting pretty crazy now. But so when we do go, though, we know that we did live our lives to the most, that we did everything we can, we enjoyed our lives, and when we do go, most of us probably want it for us to happen in our sleep, not attached to a machine trying to keep us alive. We want to go, we're ready to go. I believe each one of us has a story, just like these flowers do. They're cut from the root, they grow, then they die, but they tell a story.
Crazy.
You're gonna
After I said the science thing, I was like, that wasn't probably the smartest thing to say.
I've never had one. I need to write it. They apparently used to sell them, and the Twinkie went out of business, and so they stopped selling them, and they're still not selling them, even though the Twinkie sticks back.
Have you tried the Krispy just so we can go back and do it? I don't know if that's cut it in half and then
started something. But we can't be next to each
patty in there,
other.
chicken. It's so good. That sounds like a heart attack. It's amazing. I mean, I don't want to.
Don't want you to. I think it's
Crispy.
good.
And like, just amazing. I'm hungry.
I need to stop you. I know. Why are we always talking about food in this class?
See, right on the
Lunchtime. This class is inconvenient. It's right before lunch should be happening, but then it's way after lunch.
I eat before. I know you've seen just.
I know, yeah. Yes.
All right, Nick, you've got a dramatic story that you start off with, kind of a touching story that's very dramatic. You make a transition to the topic, and you've got a general goal that you're going to talk about. That seems fine. I didn't really get the sense that there was a lot of plotting to the structure. It was a little bit more random than you might want to have. I thought you tried to maybe impose a little bit of structure on it at the end of the presentation. You've got a couple of good examples that you developed well. There's nothing about them that is wrong, although I think sometimes the delivery is a little bit problematic because you start with a very somber tone, then you've got a couple of places where you've got some humorous references that you want to make, and whoa, you know, the juxtaposition is a little problematic because your tone is down and your voice is this particular way, and then you want to make kind of a jovial wisecrack sort of thing, and it doesn't quite work as well as it could because of the nonverbal signals that you're sending. I didn't see anything that's really problematic. There's a lot of stuff that I think you could do a little bit better on, but nothing that jumps out. The one thing that I did point out that maybe is an indication of anxiety is that you are playing with the topic almost the whole time you're speaking. You're rolling it up between your fingers, you're unrolling it, you're switching it from one set of fingers to the other. You want to get that out of your hand because it does become a little bit of a distraction. All right.